On the last episode of Ammo and Attitude, the three remaining contestants, Karen, Stacy, and Sheila, fought for their place in the season finale. In a two-part course, starting with the Champion Firearms Challenge, the ladies picked up a Glock 9 at the Champion Firearms indoor shooting range and took aim at some fast-moving targets. In Part 2, the Glock Challenge, using a Glock 40 with everything on the line, the ladies gave it their all, shooting at 19 steel targets. Only 2 could advance, forcing Stacy to pack her bags and head home. Karen Whitlock and Sheila McKinney will now face off in a winner-take-all showdown you don't want to miss. Ammo and Attitude season finale starts now.
She's on my mind every night and day, at the top of my list every time I pray. She don't need daddy's money, she makes it on her own. She ain't mama's little girl, mama's girl's all grown. She's everything I want, and it don't take long to see her point of view. She's got ammo and attitude. Stalk it, kill it, clean it, and grill it. There ain't nothing she can't do. Dress her in camo with a little bit of ammo and a whole lot of attitude. She's got ammo and attitude.
Welcome to the finale of Ammo and Attitude. Only 2 women remain, Karen Whitlock and Sheila McKinney, as they face off in the Tannerite Apocalypse Final Challenge. Hang on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, ladies. Welcome to the Tannerite Final Apocalypse Grand Finale. Today, Season 7 winner of Ammo and Attitude, Sarah Thomas, will be coaching you through the event. Sarah, how did you feel last year when you were in their position?
I was extremely nervous and just filled with excitement.
So do you have any great words of advice for these ladies?
Have fun. Just go out there. This is what you love to do. This is what we all love to do. That's where our mind sets up and that's where our relaxation begins and stuff. Just enjoy it. That's what you're here for.
She's right. I remember when I was on Season 4, the nerves kind of got to me. I had to settle myself down and just realize, like Sarah said, this is what we love to do. A coin flip has determined that Karen, you will be the first shooter today. Good luck.
Ammo and Attitude is brought to you in part by Nissan's American Titan Truck G-Shock, Armalite, Surgeon Rifles, Tannerite, Ammo and Attitude is brought to you in part by Glock, Vortex, Nexus Ammunition, Tough Products, Polaris Fun Center. Welcome back to Ammo and Attitude and the Tannerite Apocalypse Final Challenge. At the start, contestants must begin by shooting a crossbow at 3 balloons. At Stage 2, carrying a kettleball between each stage, they must move to a Glock 40 and shoot the Texas Star. Next, at Stage 3, using a Glock 45 and shooting at the dueling tree. Stage 4, they must run to a revolver and shoot the hog targets. Then, run to Stage 5 using an Armalite AR-10 at 4 poppers. Then at Stage 6, they must run to the AR-15 and shoot a Tannerite target. And Stage 7, they must run to the final platform, lay down prone using a Surgeon 308 with Nexus ammunition and a Vortex scope. Then shoot a Tannerite target. The fastest time wins.
Are you ready?
First up is Karen Whitlock.
You got it. Come on. Good job. Good job.
Next up is Sheila McKinney.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Nice. Beautiful. Oh, God. You got it. Come on.
Ammo and Attitude is brought to you in part by Wiley X, True Spec, Pro Shot Products, Dripping Springs Vodka, Ammo and Attitude is brought to you in part by Champion Firearms, Body Armor Super Drink, Fat Man Beef Jerky, Boot Barn.
Great job today, ladies. Did you have a good time?
It was awesome. It was so awesome.
Well, let's go back to Campfire Armory for one last time and find out who is going to be crowned the winner of Season 8, Ammo and Attitude.
With me is Craig Beckman, Director of Marketing for Strategic Armory Corporation, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the Surgeon rifle you've been seeing all week.
Sure. So we're using a Surgeon scalpel with a 591 short action. It's in an AX chassis, 20-inch barrel, and it's chambered in 308.
And I notice it's a fluted barrel with your signature muzzle brake on there.
Correct. So it's the AWC PSR muzzle brake, and it's designed for the AWC suppressor over the thread Thor PSR.
And also, the unique thing about this stock that I like is it's a folding stock, right?
Correct. So fully adjustable. It makes it very easy to fit every individual body type and different shooter.
You can pretty much build that rifle to anything you want it to be, to fit anyone you want it to fit. It's a pretty full of features. So
yeah, very customizable. You know, we want to make it easy for every shooter out there to find what they want.
Now we're also using the Nexus ammunition, right? And that's, tell us about how important it is to have the proper ammo with the platform of the rifle.
So, you know, Nexus ammo is really designed around Surgeon rifles. So we've designed Nexus to very, very tight tolerances. You're going to get the same consistency that you would get out of a lot of hand load applications.
So if one of the people at home or myself wanted to buy one of those rifles, how would we go about doing that?
You would either visit surgeonrifles.com or give us a call, and all of our contact information is on our website.
Good evening, ladies, and welcome to your final Campfire Armory. Is this a bittersweet moment for either of you?
It is. It's just, it's kind of hard to believe that this is it. We're done. So, yeah, it is kind of bittersweet. It's exciting, but...
Yeah, it's a big relief to finally, get to go home, but I kind of want to stay because now we're friends. so, yeah, it's kind of bittersweet.
So let's jump in right away to today's challenge. I know that you are both highly competitive, and Karen, you were the first shooter. So Sheila, could you hear anything that was going on?
I was around the bend and double earplugged, and I was trying to just stay focused, and I could hear some steel, but I couldn't picture exactly what, type of steel or whatnot. So I could hear some. Of course, I heard the tannerite. Who can't hear that? But that's about it. I couldn't hear anything else.
So were you keeping time of when you could hear those indications or anything?
Actually, in my head, if I heard something, I was imagining I was there. So I was putting myself in that position to try to memorize what gun was the next gun. So I really wasn't worrying about her time. I was trying to get the stage plan in my head so I'd know where to go next.
Excellent. Now, you were able to watch Sheila shoot. What were you thinking as she moved from position to position?
Honestly, I was just cheering her on because I knew she wasn't super excited, I guess, about going over the walls and whatnot. That was kind of what she felt like her weak spot was. So I was just watching her go over the walls and excited when she seemed to clear them just fine. So, I was just happy for her, to be honest. So.
Now, you have won the most attitude bullets out of anyone on this season. So where does that spirit of positivity and encouragement come from? I mean, it's significant.
I have no idea. I guess that's what I do. I like to teach people. I like to help people. I guess I'm a helper by nature. So maybe it just came out more here today, this week. I just don't know.
Well, you guys did a great job. Both of you seem to struggle just a little bit on that dueling tree. Was that the firearm or the placement in the course? Were you tired? What was happening then?
All of the above, really. Just the adrenaline and trying to get your sights and the trigger pull and keep your hand steady and maybe a mental game.
Yeah, it was kind of.
Yeah.
it was kind of early in the stages of things, so you know you're kind of thinking forward of where you're going to go and the next thing that's coming up, but you're still trying to focus on what's in front of you. So it may be kind of a mental focus issue.
Now you had a very different performance today with that revolver. Like you were dead on. What changed?
I had some practice. I just remembered, a couple of days ago, I knew what I had not done right back then, and I was a little less shaky, I felt like, with it. I had a little bit better grip on it, and it felt smooth today. I really enjoyed that particular section. It was awesome.
It showed in your performance.
Thank you.
Now the AR-15, you picked it up and immediately fired off that first shot, hit the Tannerite. Are you familiar with the kneeling shooting position?
Yes, I have taken some precision shooting classes and it's just fun, and just to get all the contact points that you can on a solid object, it really helps.
Well, I, for one, am very, very proud of both of your performances and your attitudes throughout the entire competition. You're truly to be commended for that.
Thanks.
But there can only be one winner, ammo and attitude. Both of you performed well, but this particular contestant did it faster than the other. Sheila, you are the winner of ammo and attitude.
Thank you. Awesome.
Karen, you have the right attitude, but you are out of ammo. Please hang up your belt, say your goodbyes, and go home.
I had the best time on ammo and attitude. I can't even believe that I made it to the end. That was my goal. Really was to not be the first one to go. I don't think anyone wanted to be the first, and then to make it to the end was that was awesome. Of course everyone wants to get there, but it was just cool. I can't even really describe it in words, but to get another chance at the surgeon rifle at the end there and actually do it in one shot this time was amazing.
Ammo and Attitude is brought to you in part by Kingsford, Bonsbach Easy Lift, Revy, Ammo and Attitude is brought to you in part by Nissan's American Titan Truck G-Shock, Armalite, Surgeon Rifles, Tannerite.
I'm Alan Falk. I have many titles, but the main one is President of Marketing for Tannerite Sports. Tannerite is a small company in Pleasant Hill, Oregon, just outside of Eugene. And Daniel Tanner is the inventor and owner of Tannerite Sports. Dan created Tannerite with his grandfather, and they're looking for a way to find a report from a far-range shot. That was a lot easier than seeing paper with a scope. So they came up with Tannerite. Well, people love Tannerite because mainly you get an instant report that you hit something. And you get the big cloud smoke and the big sound, and it's safe. You can use it anywhere you want, as long as the regulations allow it. You can find Tannerite at our website, tannerite.com, or most sporting goods stores have it. If they don't, ask them to get it.
Finally, at the end of Ammo and Attitude, my experience has been up and down, and the wins have been great, but I think meeting the girls and building that bond was a bonus. So it was a great experience. I recommend it to any lady out there. Please put in an application and come join the fun, because this is an unbelievable opportunity. And Tannerite, Team Tannerite all the way. Every time it went off, I don't care who shot the Tannerite, I'm like, boom, Team Tannerite.
For Ammo and Attitude at www.ammoandattitude.com.